team, it's no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. I'm running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. This I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their for football as the Cards get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Andy Isabella. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for Kenyon Drake. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now from Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right, escaping the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Let's get this. Tie it right.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Sanders,
tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Tackle made by
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd and 9, Murray steps away to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Drake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now on first down, Drake again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
42-yard line.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Tackled.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Eagles 6, Cardinals nothing.
Still 15 yards to go, second down.
Mike 42, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 31, check 31.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Brought down at the 26.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
From the gun, Murray. Buying time to his left. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Here I come again. Start Mike 42, Mike 42. Check. Mike 42, Mike 42, check.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Being chased out left. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Is that it?
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would pick it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
42 the mic, boy. 42 the mic. I got you. Hey, shit.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. A carry here for the big tight end. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And a penalty flag is down here. The kick no good, but they may have sold out a bit too much for the block. Looked like they made contact with him on the follow-through. Point after try forthcoming.
Extra point.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
For Eagles 12, Cardinals 7. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Now this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. Then the Cardinals will now excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Drake. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
A 6-yard pickup.
Now Drake. He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. But let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Going to their tight end on 4th. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Wentz. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. And it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
The kickoff for Arizona.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter, taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. And they'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Thompson on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the Cardinals' 11-yard line.
Another run with Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch it work, watch it take, watch it learn, can't relate, watch it still.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check three. Switch. 25, check 25. Shift. No.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
It's caught inside the 25. Got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 74 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, it's Drake. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the
tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Brings up 2nd and
snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Murray, flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. First down, Murray. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the give, this is Drake. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run. It's Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run with Drake. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Devon Kennard in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing is Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And some room to roam now. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. 31. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place. So essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray to throw. eluding the pressure right. Open man is Kirk, complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's second down.
Second down and 10.
Now Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Come back.
To throw is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
3-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Could not finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now Wentz will keep it. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw
that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while. Down with me, hello. My small job with the polo. Like my style, don't y'all? Nice like this, I wish I was with y'all. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly like mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I crashed. Shout out Zazo, Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops. If you drop, I just hit my dance. I was and let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that got on the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 27, Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
It's a gain of
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down. Again, it's Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we... We step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane, and he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Going on the ground with Homer. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to let it go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, it's Sanders. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Third down.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Throwing on first is Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Complete.
Marquise Goodwin, 54 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And Alway takes off with it. It's a fake. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Extra point. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on 31-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run this with Homer. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
42's the mic, boy. 42's the mic. Come on.
Here's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They run for it with Carson, and he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
10 at the 45-yard line.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. 57 to Mike. 57. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Go. Check. Showing that. Check 31. Hey, zero. Receive.
To throw again, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go. Alert. Let's go. Let's bring it. 14. Fight it.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now Wentz on the bootleg. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Perkins. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Now Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Tyler Lockett, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists. Really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Wentz now on 1st down. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. Wentz now on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Marquise Goodwin.
Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott now to add the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, I know I sat down with my accountant and said,
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Seattle Seahawks.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Second and 10 now. Wilson dancing to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. This ball complete to Rager.
Complete.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Turnover on down.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
57. Mike, 57. You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Throwing again. Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Metcalf once again the target, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
12. 49's the mic. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Will Dissly. Incomplete.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
36 power. Check. Fresh down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47.
Good job.
Wilson's pass intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Rolling to his right. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 43. This is Homer. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Wilson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Brings up 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On play action, it's Wentz. And trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Wilson being chased out left. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen, and they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Switch up, switch up. Let's look double count right here, double count.
From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Rager. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Rager. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles able to push further out. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 12. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So the Eagle offense coming on here as they'll try for 2 points. They'll turn to Sanders. They're going to keep it on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Score Eagles 39, Seahawks 20. Jake Elliott to kick.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.
Yeah. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.